National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Falcons and the Vikings, just ahead on EA Sports.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Minneapolis. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Whoa! And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. From the gun, here is Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. And the Falcons first down. To throw again, it's Penix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. On second down, Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. That is caught. Finding Higgins. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Throwing now, Penix on first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this ball incomplete on third down. On fourth down, on is Sam Martin to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back set to go once more. We'll see how much usage they want to give him here in Week 18, but he is the NFL's leader in receiving yards among running backs. First and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Penix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Penix. This one caught at the 4. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal. They'll run. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will work his way down inside the 30. A pickup of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run it here with Jacobs. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down picked up on the ground. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal.
Pass interference. Defense.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Falcons offense, and they're running back. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And that is incomplete. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Falcons build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack. So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
So after 1, it's the Falcons with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you can see he leads the league. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. We're going to go play action with Penix. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. On 3rd down, Penix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming.
Kevin O'Connell made the decision, and he will throw the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Stroud to throw here on first down. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can see the look on that quarterback's face. He took a big, deep breath. He knows he might have gotten away with one. He's trying to give his receiver a chance in the end zone to go get it. And the defender...
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Mitchell, touchdown Minnesota. His second touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Falcons. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Whoa! And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. On the zone read, this is Penix. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
On play action, Penix. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Next to score, Falcons 24, Vikings 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
That's the gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Stroud. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Minnesota. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll come up here on second down and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
That's good. For Vikings, first down. First and 10.
To throw is Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. This one complete right side. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. 3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami. See what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Dolphins lost in a nice one, but this is a game you feel you gotta have. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Stroud. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Falcons getting their punter out there, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's on.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability. The timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Stroud going to set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. We'll go play action now with Penix. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing is Penix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Kaiser White able to make the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Falcons offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw is Penix. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, they'll run. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. Penix on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Penix. His throw left side is complete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Here's a toss, right side, and that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss. Now Penix on 3rd and long. There's that man again. Another catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Falcon first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Back taken in by Connor Hayward. They're going to go play action with Penix. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's in. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Atlanta. The extra point is good. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Stroud. And that is incomplete. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Higgins sent in motion. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Stroud. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now Stroud. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, Stroud gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Vikings. First down.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up third down.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Lutz's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 2 scores. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities. In trouble, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. Throwing now on third and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. That'll be returnable from the 35. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, Stroud. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Stroud to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll work this into the red zone inside the 20-yard line. Taken down after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On the give, it's Mitchell. And he's got another one. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's first and 10. The Falcons offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On second down, here's Penix. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. There's that man again, another catch. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now a give up the middle. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He'll try to run for it. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down? Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They try the right side this time. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. On third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Stroud going to set up to throw. That complete to Jacobs. It is second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Stroud. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Falcons are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons.